Hello there, everybody. I am Ynsin, and welcome back to Remnant 2. Where we left off, we were just sitting here with our best friend on the bone throne. He just gave us a nice pen, and I'm still at a literal loss for words. Let's check it out. Let's take a look at the thing he just gave us. It was this right here. This pen. It doesn't matter what ink is used. The magic lies in the implement, not the medium. The portal could be drawn in ink or whatever, or blood. Oh, sorry, or water or blood. It could even be carved into stone itself. What is it? The current twinning of worlds is not the first time the Fae would have dabbled with dimensional egress. It is, however, the first time said egress was unintentional and could not be undone. Jesus, let's inspect his face as well while we're at it. Can we open his mouth? No. Mask is made of solid gold and polished to a luxurious gleam. It would be a pleasing work of art were it not for the horrific countenance on display. Yeah, I'll say. It is a joy to be in the imposter's presence. Okay. That's just more religious zealotry. Can we shoot something and like... Can we drop a rock on him from... Can we throw a grenade down the hole? No, let's find out. I don't think we went in here. This stinks of doorway. Like, I'm not gonna lie, stink. Oh, there you go. Oh! Oh! Thank you, Creepy Jester. Everybody here, go into the comments below and say thank you to the Creepy Jester for the magic pen. Thank you, Creepy Jester, for the magic pen. All right, let's see where this takes us. What a roller coaster that was, huh? What a humdinger of an outro. What is this?
Real pretty. Yeah, I don't trust this place.
This is not where we were at first. Where are we? Oh, that's actually fire. Okay, that's good to know. I'm burning. I'm burning. Ow. I'm done. Oh, nice scrap! Let's break everything. Wait, now I hear an enemy. Hello? This place is creepy as hell. I think I've stumbled into the horror world, which I love, honestly. On Remnant from the Ashes, there was only really one horrific world, and that was, well, not even most of it, just like the basement parts of the world of ROM, R-H-O-M. And I haven't got to the boss yet, but there is a boss there called the Abomination, or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's the Abomination. And what the Abomination is just this horrible homunculus with like fishing hooks and swords and stuff stuck into its back. And if you get the ult kill on him, you pull the giant fishing hook out of his back and you can use it as a melee weapon. We can't go in here. This is weird. There's also there's a path up through that door that leads you somewhere, and we're gonna have to find out what that is eventually, but I think for now, we won't worry too much. We'll take all these side paths first before we worry about the front of this place. Oh, let's just go to the front, why not? Maybe it's a Nazgul. This looks like a Senna, doesn't it? Oh, it is the Nazgul. All right, let's go speak with them. Hello, Nazgul.
Away, beast. We have pressing business here.
Onro, I believe this beast has come to petition the council.
Exactly.
That creature? Fey law does not apply to such as they.
You realize we make the laws here, Onariel. Step up to the podium, Petitioner. I, at least, am curious what you have to say.
Racist! How racist? I'm hurt. Ow!
Hail, stranger.
Hail.
I am Savan.
Hi, Savan.
Speaker of the One True King's Council. State your nature and business for the record, please.
Your nature, yes. What are you exactly? You're not one of the... well, what do they call themselves? The Dran, are you?
I am a carbon-based life form made of delicious, supple meat and bones.
Okay, I don't think that's actually an option. I'm a human from Earth. That's probably the closest one. It's none of your business what I am. Woo! I'm not of this world, actually. Do we want to be rude to the council? Because that guy, the Scottish guy that we were voicing in the last episode, was talking to that strange, weird accent from Iceland or Greenland or whatever they sound like there. And it seemed like a lot of people are kind of upset with the monopoly on power that this council has. A monopoly on power that very, very similarly relates to a monarchy. Or a senate. Who knows? Up to you. Don't forget to go down to the comments and comment. Thank you, Creepy Jester, for the free magic pen. That's important. I'm a human from Earth. I'll just say I'm a human from Earth. They're not going to know what the hell Earth is.
I'm a human from Earth.
Neither Faye nor Dran. How very curious. Tell us more about this Earth.
Oh, Niall, you waste our time. The Fae have more imperative matters that require our attention.
Onaril speaks true. Please, Petitioner, briefly state your business before the council.
I have no business. I'm pretty sure they're going to lock us up for wasting the time.
I'm looking for my friend.
Your friend is here. Now? Oh, how distressing. Perhaps we can help you find them.
Please.
Not, or have you forgotten the rather large problem yet undealt with, starting with what lies beyond this very door?
I had not forgotten Onaril, but as we are at a standstill, I thought to turn our attention to something more refreshing for the time being.
Sadly, our resources must be devoted to the troubles at hand, Niall. Petitioner, we will not help you at this time. Good day.
They kind of remind me of the, oh, not Gorgons. Are they Gorgons? From Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the film. And the book, which was a brilliant read. If you're one of the very, very few people on this planet that can still read, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, marvelous read. Never forget your towel. We could offer them some help, but I'm not particularly, no, we are particularly interested in the help, aren't we?
What are these troubles you're eating?
You have wasted quite enough of our time, foreigner. The Fae have far more important concerns than you before us.
Well, I
Onaril
never.
speaks true, but a thought occurs to me. Perhaps this stranger could be of use to us.
Thank you.
Our kingdom has been thrust into chaos, stranger.
I can see that.
The one true king has been usurped by an impostor.
No!
Aged by someone on this council, no less. But we know not whom. If you will accede, Fae law allows for an independent party to aid our investigation. Perhaps your eyes can bring clarity where our trust has failed. Do you accept?
I do want to get involved quite heavily. I don't really care about this person who left, and if I wanted to go find Ford, I'd go play Remnant from the Ashes, because I'm steamrolling that game. We've got such a high skill cap in it. We should probe for more information, right?
I need more information. First.
That is wise. You are under no commitment unless and until you choose to make an accusation.
It was you!
That said, should you come across sufficient evidence, you are permitted, within certain conditions, to accuse one of those seated here, and this body will consider the accusation.
All right, there's 3 people here. It doesn't look like they've got any kind of differing signs, but it looks like this statue back here is pointing at this one, so I'm leading to believe that it's this fella right here.
What happened? That is my investigation!
A great tragedy, stranger. For eons, the Fae and this council have faithfully served the one true king. But alas, his rule has been curtailed.
The impostor, Phelan or Pherin or whatever they call themselves now, placed the king in an eternal slumber from which he cannot be woken.
Did you try kiss
The
him?
king was attacked in his own chambers.
No!
Behind this very door.
No!
The imposter could not have entered without aid from a member of this council.
Precisely.
But, of course, we all have our alibis, as you can imagine. None of us were here. This has been proven many times.
If you can find any evidence tying one of us to this tragedy or to the imposter, then Fey justice might be done.
It won't be enough, Savan. The imposter still sits upon the throne.
No!
It will be a step, and a necessary one, toward restoring order among the Fey.
We've got a murder mystery!
None of you motherfuckers move! You're all under arrest!
It was all of them. I guarantee it. It was a conspiracy against the king by all three of these fellows. I'm calling it early because I've seen a couple of murder mysteries in my time. I've read Murder of the Orient Express, and then I watched the movie recently that came out in like 2018, and then I read what was the next one? Death on the Nile, and then the movie came out last year. I read that one too, and it turns out, no spoilers. Sorry, go read them yourself or watch the movies yourself. Both of which are stellar reads. Just don't delve too deeply into the catalog of Agatha Christie, because she's got some really, really racist reads that she's quite proudly published, and they have not aged well. Believe me, like H.P. Lovecraft's cat kind of has not aged well. Don't Google H.P. Lovecraft's cat either, by the way. You'll never be able to say it. And it's not because it's a weird string of letters, which would actually be quite in keeping with the theme of H.P. Lovecraft, but because it's a crude slur, which is also in keeping with the theme of H.P. Lovecraft as a person rather than as eldritch horror. All right, obviously we need an independent party because these three have been through the ringer. They've been investigated by their own people, and obviously one of them is covering up.
You said I'm permitted to accuse certain conditions.
It means you're not Fey, and your life is easily forfeit.
How dare you?
Please, Oneril. Stranger,
It's on roll.
we will discuss the conditions of your accusation if and when you choose to make one.
Okay, look, I'm actually going to write down my theory right here on pen and paper. Oneril equals guilty. There we go. I'm going to save that one for later, just in case I forget. It was Oneril. Why would you need an independent party? We know why they would need an independent party.
We do not. This farce does nothing.
Wow.
Peace, Oneril. The law is clear on this point, as you well know.
I will answer your question, stranger. With a traitor among us, trust has shattered.
No kidding.
If any of us were to produce evidence at this stage, it would be suspect by all.
And rightly so. Either of you would love any excuse to remove me from the council.
And
You
you
are
do
a
not
prick.
wish to hold half the council's power yourself, Oneril? You cannot pretend it isn't true.
Regardless, stranger, you are not from this world, either of these worlds. So, any evidence you bring would be free from the suspicions which we have cast upon ourselves.
I found a creepy face and a magic pen. Also, there's a jester in your basement dancing on a pile of skeletons. I would look at him as the suspect first. What do you mean, why would one of you have aided the imposter? What are you, 6 years old? It's fucking obvious. For power. They're on a council. The more councillors they overthrow, the more market share of the power that they have. Okay, maybe not 6-year-old, maybe like 4-year-old? Because you gotta be real dense to not get this, come on.
How do you know you can trust me?
Precisely my point. This foreigner may have any number of reasons for accusing any one of us.
Shut up, Oneril.
Which is why, if and when evidence is produced, we alone will pronounce the final judgment.
And if that evidence has been falsified, tainted, how do I know one of you has not paid this interloper to act on your behalf?
Oneril, only you assume that everyone is as unscrupulous as yourself.
Evidence.
Not everyone seeks power at any cost.
Motive.
Very well. I will judge it when I see it. I trust no one, but I trust the two of you less than this foreigner.
Finally. Well, thank you very much for your racist remarks and obvious guilt dump. I think these two lovely ladies have not done a single thing wrong. It's obviously Onreal, the dickhead in the middle, who just will not shut up about how we don't belong there. Because we're a third-party investigator. We're private security, baby. And if he's trying to get rid of us, he doesn't want to be investigated. You know, like they always say, if you've got nothing to hide, you've got nothing to fear. Wait, that was a Nazi thing, wasn't it? I think that was actually a Nazi quote. Okay, we're moving on from that one really quick.
Good. Be gone.
Eat shit. Doggo! Doggo! They're not wondering what my doggo is, but I wonder what they think of doggo. Thank you for the audience. I will take my delicious wet meat and leave you all with it. All right, let's go investigate the king's room, because I think I know exactly what we're going to come across. We're going to come across evidence of foul play. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we can be Sherlock. But we can't even, what do you mean investigate? We can't even get into the king's room. Fucking, and they, all right, fine. All right, fine. I don't think there's going to be much evidence in this area, though. Oh, is that evidence? What is that? Oh, it's just a Nazgul holding a sword. Oh. Yeah, they shouldn't have let me in at all. I don't know if there's actually an enemy in here. Oh, there's a door here, but it doesn't seem like it opens, especially not to someone like me. A foreigner? Oh, could you beat? Ah!
Here they come.
Good boy. Shit, he flies. There's a raid coming. These guys are hard to hit. Great. There's another one here.
Shit!
We've got a Nazgul after us too. Probably not good. Wonder if he's gonna TP to us. And I'm not talking toilet paper. There he is. Whoa, 200 bucks. Ow. I wonder if that's like a madness meter. Nice try, shit nips. Oh man, he's good, isn't he? Don't touch my doggo like that! Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, we gotta hit him while he's swinging, I think. He's fucking slow, I'm not gonna lie, like real fucking slow. That was close. Damn it! Ow! Okay, I need a dragon heart. Oh, doggo. You took it home. I'm cursed, by the way. It lowers my health. Not by much, though. I think it can stack more than once. Okay, look, here's the thing, right? They just asked me to run an independent investigation into who killed their beloved king. I think he was actually a dick, by the way, the beloved king. Whoa. That thing actually jump scared me, but instead of like jumping in my boots, I jumped on the space bar, which saved me from taking a hit. Look, yeah, so they open an independent investigation for us, and they don't tell a single one of their subjects, which they could have given to us for help. They don't give us anything. I'm pretty sure we drink this. Does it get rid of our curse? Let's see. Is this holy water? It's holy water. Good to know. There's a weird purple thing down below here on the minimap. Hello? Got him!
Shit. Shit. Glad that's over.
Here's one. Sniped. Sniped! 500 bucks right through the dome. Oh, what a hit. Let's destroy this. And we'll take this. Indignant fetish. The hell is an indignant this isn't a sex joke, is it? Get some brace. No, that's good. Indignant fetish. Taking damage from enemies increases all damage dealt by 25% and reduces all incoming damage by 10% for 20 seconds. It's pretty good, actually, but I think the Get Some Brace is slightly better because we get a flat 20% every time that we're not at full health. And we also run faster when we're below half health, which also is just fantastic. Because then we can utilize our best skill, which is fleeing. I hear you. Missed you.
Okay, this is it.
Chested. Let's go this way. And we'll just paste whoever's in this doorway right here. There we go. Oh, he's tough. And he's annoying. Oh no. Why? Oh, that's probably why. Oh no, come on! Okay, we gotta backtrack a wee bit. I think there's a big guy coming for us. We could probably actually fight him in that big room right here, actually. Let's do that. Alright, I'm popping off my load. I'm gonna duck this guy as best as I can. We got hit by that one, that's a shame. I don't know how I didn't dodge through that, if I'm quite honest. What the fuck? What? Okay. Alright, game. Oh, that didn't kill him. Yes, it did. How embarrassing. Alright, we're going back through here. We're going to see what we can come across. If there is anything we can come across. I feel like we should probably... that's awkward. Maybe start rolling our worlds a wee bit lower than veteran, because we've never come across a lot of these places, if I'm quite honest. Got him.
It's over.
Is it though? Because we've still got another Nazgul through the doorway just downstairs. Maybe we can pop them through here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. There you go. Great! Got some ammo down here too. Maybe we should be using the big gun. Not the big heck and chonker gun that we have here. But no, I'm talking about the big LMG. Miss. Miss. Great.
Well,
I'll check in there, just to be
at
sure.
least that's over.
Maybe we'll actually change our gun right now, because the sniper rifle is good at range, but it's not fantastic in this close quarters environment, like what we have right this second. I'm gonna go through here. Just so we can put a wee bit more distance between us and whoever else we'll be fighting. Kinda works. Let's reload. Hello there, my friends. Hello there, friendo. Oh no. Good, he's after Doggo. Oh, this does next to no damage to this fella. My gun's hot. That was close. He was going to use that range attack, I think. The one that throws a big what's-a-majiggy through the floor. Okay, well, we're further than we were last time, so obviously this gun is doing a lot for us that it wasn't doing last time. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Clean through the eyes. There's another. Damn it! We hit that pot. There we go. Got a headshot though.
Well, At least that's over.
Oh dear, which way to go? Let's check our map. Okay, this looks like a dead end, so we'll go and check there first, I think. Oh, piss. Let's use an ammo pack. And then let's refill this LMG. Nice. I don't think there's anyone else in there. Never mind. I was completely wrong. Oh man, these guys are tricks, aren't they? Ooh! Ooh! Gary! Nice. Okay, the big executioner is not actually so bad anymore, I gotta say. Oh no, we're being attacked again. What is that? Oh no, I have to reload. Oh no! Whoa! Whoa! Run! Run away! Eat bullets, bitch! All of you can eat bullets. Yeah. Mad doggo! You know what, doggo? I think you're the best friend I've ever had. You're a very good boy. Here, do a howl. Oh, he heals himself with that too. That's fantastic. Okay, we're getting through with our main companion, Doggo. What a guy. Also, what was that really, really old fella that we were fighting just before? He had like a big, tall farming scythe, it looked like. Or some kind of paxel. What is this? Is this a puzzle? It feels like a puzzle. Oh my. Are they alternating? Yes. Yes, they are. I wonder why. We're in the council chamber, by the way. What? Oh, this place was just literally worthless to go to. There's got to be some kind of puzzle in here, right? Do we pray to these machines? Oh no, I think I know what this place is. I think what we've just encountered here is called a scrap farm. Well, maybe not actually. There's a bit of scrap over here. Not a lot. Not enough for us to justify wasting all that. Oh! Let's actually get a more ammo efficient pistol on us. This repeater, I think, is going to be the one. Yeah, it's got heaps of ammo. It's got almost 200 bullets. So what's this? Be white or blue. All right. I'll bite. I'll bite. Do we want white or blue? Oh, I see. It changes the one on the other side as well. So we need them all blue? There we go, those are all blue. And this one's supposed to be all white, right? Oh no. I see. Which color, which side's supposed to be what color though? That's the question. It's all blue. Darling, I'll say goodbye, and I'll claim my loot, and I'll claim my loot. Yes, I'll claim my loot. No! What is that thing?
Let's do this.
I hate whatever that thing is. Die, mage! Alright, we're being raided, doggo. Woo! No! Not another fatty! He's down. We do have another executioner here. Let's really, really quickly change our weapon back to the revolver. Okay, he's about to kill my doggo. Oh, doggo, get him! Get him with your no health! Nice! Nice work, doggo. He literally only has 1 health. Do a big bark. Doggo, do a howl. Whoops. Whoops. Do a howl. Woo! Nice. Let's yiff us some health. That was awful, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we got the Black Pawn stamp. The what? The Black Pawn stamp. It also looks like there's 2 parts that we could have opened. The other one would have been the white door. So good to know. Next time I'll come through here, I'll hit all the colors into white. Probably get away with getting rid of the Spirit Stone because it's not doing us a lot. Reduces cooldown of skills by 10%. That's exactly what the Spirit Stone does. It's exactly what the Spirit Stone does. All right. What else can we use, actually? What do we not have equipped? Probably... Let's get this wax-sealed ring. It give us a little bit more damage. It's a kill skill, right? So we can get a maximum of 12% damage increase as long as we kill 1 thing for every 4% damage. That sounds good, right? Oh god, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I really want to make a mod for this game that just spawns in a random mini-boss and small raid every time you hit F12 to screenshot. So that, you know, it incentivizes people to, oh, hello, to actually use their brains instead of their screenshot key. Ooh. Ah! There you go. Oh, piss. There's a dead guy in here. Good work, Doggo. There's a couple of dead guys in here now. Uh-oh. Is that a Nazgul? Okay, this guy... Oh, it is a Nazgul. This revolver hits like a truck, doesn't it? Where are you? I'm not done. Jesus! This thing does heaps of damage. We can actually reload our main gun now. I think we'll just use this to melt down anybody with high HP. Because that seems to be what the revolver is not great at. The revolver seems to be great at doing lots of damage once. Hey! Damn it! Back off of my doggo! I'll shoot your cock off. It's an ammo, nice. Oh my god, the revolver is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I cannot endorse it enough. Let's check the other way, because there might be something nice up here. Oh, is that the root that I'm hearing? I can't break these chairs. There's a lot of candles in here. I think I'm killing everybody that's lighting the candles. I think, like, on one hand, everybody that we've come across is a soldier, but on the other hand, when they're not fighting anybody, they just light candles, right? They just make candles and they light candles. That's just their entire primary profession. And then every time they have to fight, they will draw swords, see? They're very quick to fight. Very quick to fight, but they also light lots of candles. Oh my god, some things never change, huh? Hello. Whoops. He was like, oh, what was that? Oh, straight in the head. What a hit. Hello. Sorry. Just, you know how it is. Gotta clear the area. Sorry again. All right, let's see if we can't find another jester just through here. In this basement. No, it doesn't seem like it. But there's some guy around here. I can hear him. There he is. Oh, another.
This isn't looking good.
What is that? I missed. Oops. There we go. We got our Elden Wings out. You hit my dog, you die. I see a little pink thing on the map, and I've got a sneaky suspicion. Oh, doggo! Yeah, do a health. I've got a sneaky suspicion that this white thing on the map is literally just one of those decurse stations. Hello? Hello? Oh, piss. There's got to be a few of them in here. I found the prison.
Come on.
4 headshots in a row. Did we get 6? No. Oh, that was so close for another 3. We're running out of sidearm ammo. Maybe we'll have to use Big Bertha for a bit. This guy's super unlucky. Sorry, man. Yes! We use Big Bertha! I'm being mindful of its overheating mechanic as well now. Alright. Alright. This guy's basically like, what? Oh! 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 I saw his nads! Oh! Gross! He needed a shower real bad. What's the matter? Do they not have water here or something? Or any kind of liquid that's better than ass grease? Enemy? What is that? I don't know, let's go ask. Can we go up here? No, it's locked. This place is falling apart. Maybe instead of lighting all these candles, because there's more candles, there's just candles everywhere. Maybe instead of lighting all these candles, they could get off their ass and, I don't know, pick up these bricks off the stairwell? I don't even know where they would be falling from anyway. Seems like the ceiling is rough hewn. Doesn't really look like there's any bricks missing in the walls. So are people just literally like coming along and throwing bricks just on the ground of this, I want to call it a mansion, but I know it's probably not. Ooh, a trade point. Nice. Let's see at what cost it is. Awesome. We have a trade point. Great. Let's put it into Bloodstream for this grey regen, because it's actually quite nice. Yes. We've got another decurse station here, but I think we're coming to a rotation of the area. And I don't mean like a new map is about to spawn kind of rotation. I mean rotation as in we're getting to the end of the possibilities of this map here. Take this iron. Oh, what's this? We haven't been in here. Let's be cautious. Okay. All right, let's destroy their knowledge. I actually didn't think that would work. Like, straight up, just did not think it would work. Can we interact with any of these bookshelves? Oops, missed. There we go. Someone's gonna be real pissed that I'm knocking all those over. The archivist, poor guy. I just got jump scared by a chair. What is that? Oh, we're on the other side of this door, by the way. This one right here. Let's open this, because it's barricaded. That's a neat design for a door. I've only seen people like with a plank of wood on 2 bars of a door, just holding it still. Never a plank of wood going across one door with one hinge just over here, and another hinge just over here that has a little notch at the bottom and is connected from the top. And it spins. That's a great door design. Gunfire Games, you are blowing my socks away, and also the ability to knock out these giant stacks of books is very satisfying. I haven't seen any scrap drop from them though. It's literally all just for fun. Oh, would you look at this? Lore! Nara and the Jubhawk. What kind of voice do we want to do for this? Like a normal one, probably? Right? A normal one? It was in the days when every animal prepared for the long winter. The Haan gathered rocks and mud for its dam. The bush elk collected hay to spread about its den. The Nara curled up the tallest tree, seeking nuts to store in its hole. This reminds me of like Thursday night on town at Dunedin City Town, just seeking nuts to store in its hole, if you know what I mean. Just, you know, people go to clubs and they get really drunk and they dance around and they're just after some nuts to store in its hole. That's our city, Dunedin. It's a hole. Dunedin, New Zealand. This is where you seek nuts to store in your hole. One day, the Nara climbed a particularly tall tree. A task it disliked very much, for the climb was difficult and the branches often treacherous. When it came upon a jubhawk lounging in its nest. "Where is your store of food, Master Jubhawk?" said the Nara. "Do you not prepare for the winter?" "I never have need," the Jubhawk said with a great shrug of its wings. "But the idea intrigues me, for I see all the creatures of the forest floor running around to and fro for days on end." "So we must," said the Nara with a flick of its tails, "else the winter will claim us." "How charming! Oh, not for those poor souls claimed, of course, but all your hard work delights me very much. Perhaps you might be interested in arrangement. I can see how much you dislike climbing up my jub trees. Your body is more suited for swimming, yes? Perhaps instead of nuts you could bring a particular worm, one that makes its autumn home deep within the proper cave, the Droper Caves. If you were to bring me, say, 100 of them, I would happily gather the nuts for you from every tree in this grove." "I can do this," the Nara straightened in delight, for it hated climbing the drub trees very much, which was already established in the first paragraph and then the second paragraph. Swimming in the pools of the Dropper Caves was much more to its liking. "I will make this deal." Eagerly, the Nara slithered into the caves, slipped into the cold pool, swam through an underwater passage, and entered a dark chamber where the only light was the glow of the cave worms the Jubhawk desired so much. There were hundreds upon the walls, and the rock was easily scalable for the Nara, much easier than the cursed jub trees. This will be simple, she thought. It would require a full week to help gather all the nuts in the Jubhawk's grove, but this will take me but a day. With the Jubhawk's help, I can begin my winter's rest early. Again, we already established this a couple of times too. But the task proved more difficult than the Nara had thought, for the worms clung tightly for the walls, and they wriggled and slipped from her grasp during the swim to the outside. By the evening, she had gathered only half a dozen. "Oh, it shall take me weeks to get them all. I must speak again to the Jubhawk." Actually, mathematically, yeah, it would take weeks, wouldn't it? But the Jubhawk was not as understanding as she'd hoped. "A day's work, and this is all you have achieved? You did not say the worms adhered to the rock, nor that they would swim away at the first touch of water. It takes a great deal of time to bring even one into the sack. I have never noticed these problems. Perhaps you simply need to try harder." The Nara hissed. "I'm sorry, Mr. Jubhawk. Even with the nuts you gather for me, I cannot complete this task and be ready for the winter." But we had an agreement. The Jubhawk scratched its underfeathers with one long claw. "How about this? I will gather even more nuts, all that you need for the whole winter, but in exchange, you'll collect every worm in the cave. Can you do that?" The Nara flicked its tail as it calculated. The request would be difficult, but all the nuts she needed for winter, troublesome though the worms were. I'm losing my train of tongue here. They were far less trouble than climbing the drub trees. She would still have time besides. "Yes," she said, "I will do this." And so she returned to the work. One at a time, she pried each worm from its wall and towed it through the water until she was too tired to do more and brought what she had for the Jubhawk that day. After a week of this, she began to dislike the work, but reminded herself that she got to spend her entire day swimming in the cool of the cave rather than the heat of the forest, and her work would be done with days to spare. All without climbing a single tree, she thought, and perhaps that Jubhawk will enjoy the worms so much that he will make the same offer next season. Then I could begin the winter's rest even earlier. With that pleasant thought ahead of her, she smiled and continued her work. The days grew colder. So too did the cave pools. The work became slow and difficult. Each sunset, the Nara brought a sack before the Jubhawk and redid her calculations. No longer would her winter rest start early, but with the Jubhawk's help, she would survive the winter. And perhaps next season she could start earlier. She noticed another thing, however. "Where are the nuts, Mr. Jubhawk?" For surely he thought would have gathered some by now. The Jubhawk waved a casual wing in the air. "I can gather more in a day than you can in a fortnight. It will be done." "But," she said, her slender body quivering with anxiety, "the nuts will not remain forever. They must be gathered before the fall." "Dear Nara, which of this lives in these jub trees?" The Jubhawk's feather puffed out as it took offense. perhaps you could spend more energy on worms than misgivings. For this deal pleases me, and it would be nice to do it again next year. The Nara smiled at that and slipped away. Also, that's called breadcrumbing, where you just like give tiny, tiny droplets of affection or validation to somebody. It's a toxic relationship trait, and if you're in a relationship where you are being breadcrumbed, you can probably do better. Much like the Nara here. The Nara smiled at that and slipped away. The Jubhawk was right, of course. He knew his trees better than she, and next year she would be even faster. In any case, it was too late for the deal to change now. There was no time left for her to collect the nuts she needed by herself. With the Jubhawk's words in her heart, she returned to her work with even greater fervor. And by the time the first winter clouds loomed on the horizon, she returned with the final sack and placed it at the foot of the Jub tree. Jubhawk, she called. I have the last of them, every worm, as promised. The Jubhawk flapped down, clutched the sack in its talons, and flew back to its nest without a word. The Nara waited, but he did not reappear. Mr. Jubhawk, said the Nara, a shiver of worry niggling at her tails. This is a consequence of breadcrumbing. If you're in that kind of relationship, you should really reassess your situation, because you'll be in the same situation as this Nara right here. The great bird poked its head from the nest and looked down. Of course, I apologize. Thank you so much, dear Nara. This arrangement has been quite a pleasure. I look forward to continuing it in the future. He dropped a small bag from above. The bag landed directly on Nara's head and spilled forth a mere handful of jub nuts. Hardly enough for a week, let alone the winter. Nara hissed in agitation. Where are the rest, Mr. Jubhawk? You promised all that I need. The Jubhawk walked out into a great branch with a sad look upon his face. I am sorry, dear Nara, but I flew here and there all day, every jub tree in the grove, and that's all I could find. All day, the Nara said. What of the other days? The Jubhawk did not appear to hear her. Here, he said, take a few of my worms, for surely I do not need them all. He dropped the sack that the Nara had brought him that day. The Nara scowled. I cannot eat worms! But the Jubhawk had returned to its nest already and disappeared. The Nara called until the clouds rolled in and the sun set, but the Jubhawk showed not a feather. She returned to her burrow with the scant nuts that the Jubhawk had given her. Even eaten sparingly, those nuts were gone within the month. It was too cold to gather more, but the Nara had little choice. She slithered far and wide in the snow, searching for any food that she could eat. But all the food had been frozen or gathered, and all the animals holed up for the winter. The snows fell, and the cold worsened, and the trusting Nara froze to death before she could even return home. Moral, trust is for fools. What a delightful story, right? There's a moral to the story. It's no T.S. Eliot story. It's actually, there's a point to this madness. And it seems, as justified by this allegory, that you shouldn't trust... Oh my god, speaking of which, I had this horrible flatmate at the start of this year. I'm going to call her out as much as I can because she's a shitty person and she's already gone around behind my back to say I'm an abusive person to live with. Which is just not true, and I confronted her about it and she genuinely believes it, which is just delusional. It turns out we got an update from her. We hadn't heard from her in a couple of months since she moved out of anger. Turns out she dumped her boyfriend after he helped her move houses, so she just used him. She used him like the bird used the Nara. So that story really reminds me of a time that I'd rather forget, to be honest. What a horrible person. Let's see where this door leads. I'm done reading and reminiscing about terrible people in my life. Oh no. I've begun to remember her. Oh, great.
This is it.
Alright, let's see what this is. I think this is... Where the hell is this? This place is blue. There's a bonfire right here too. Oh! Doggo, help! That one just burped as it died. Do I even want to use this? No, we got full pretty much everything. We don't really need to use it at all. You don't like the looks of this. Try to peek through the door to have a wee look-see, but I don't see anything. No, there's nothing through there. Oh well, we'll push through in this open exit. Hello? Hello? What's this? It was literally nothing. There's a bunch of broken shit in here. I'm not gonna lie, this place is significantly spookier than the last spooky place we were just in. And I'm afraid I'm gonna be jump scared very shortly.
Great. More bad news.
Right? Doggo, what is it? Oh, piss. Alright, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
I ripped and tore until it was done. The hell is that? Is that gonna come alive? No, let's ask it. Oh, yes! I knew it!
Let's do this.
Oh, what a hit. What a hit. These crits are amazing. Let's see if these blow open and reveal a person. I thought there'd be a door there for some reason. It was just a very, very conveniently spaced blank wall. All right, we'll come up here. I'm not sure if we can actually go through there just yet. I'll pick that up, obviously. Wait. What? What is that? What is that? It's angry. Oh, piss. Well, that's not good. Woo! Oh no, we've angered it. Ow. Oh god, my gun's empty too. And I'm on fire. Ow. Oh my god. I think we're gonna have to start using Big Bertha. Ow. Alright, let's use a Dragon Heart. Ow. Use a bunch of Dragon Hearts, I suppose. Ow. Doggo! Doggo, I need you! Use the heart! Good boy! Get out of the fire! Alright, let's try and... Oh my god, this is a tricky fight. He's got eggs, for God's sake. Okay, we can kind of interrupt their shooting, which is not awful. There we go. Doggo's dead, which is not great. But he did a pretty big amount of damage to him. Oh no! What is that thing? Oh! Oh! Oh!
Not good.
Damn it! I'm dead! Oh well, we killed it. Jesus, what a mess of a fight that was. Okay, there are people who are going to ambush us straight off the bat, because that's what we came across last time. Hello! Housekeeping? Ooh. Lore. Do we want lore? Glowing thoughts of the one true king. There are words and thoughts of the one true king, ruler and protector of this world and all the fae, as transcribed by the lay wise the scribe. I put these thoughts to pen so that if something should befall me, the fae might still have some chance at survival, if they would but heed my wisdom. I will say it plain, the fae are not fit to rule. I do not speak from hubris or contempt. It is a simple fact. If the fae were fit to rule the fae, chaos and destruction would inevitably follow. They're a volatile decoction, most suited for entropy and act best when guided towards some predefined purpose. As their eternal protector and guardian of this world, it is my life's duty to provide the world safe harbor from both external threats and from the fae themselves. It is my duty to protect the fae from their own worst proclivities. I record these thoughts, then, as a history of the fae for the fae's own sake, for no being exists who knows them and loves them as well as I. I mean, he does say that the fae are not fit to rule, so, okay. The birth of the fae. I did not create the fae. On this point I must be clear, for my words might be easily misconstrued. I have watched over this world since the first mote of it existed, but I am as much a product of it as creation as the fae and everything else. The Fae came later, birth of a storm and vigorous from the start. Powerful winds leveled rock and tree that night. Lightning struck fields and turned them to ash. When the storm had passed, it left both life and destruction in its wake. I thought the Fae animals at first. Predators, perhaps. For they hunted and killed with no small skill. Yet as I watched, I realized that they hunted more for sport. The need, they would often pounce on a kill, eviscerate it, and then leave the corpse to chase the next one. It was the chase they hunted more than the prey. I did not know nor understand what sort of entity would create such beings. Can I fathom the thinking of a creature so powerful that the worlds to them are like songs, created, performed, then cast aside to make room for the next? What did I understand? That if I did nothing, the Fae would destroy every living thing and themselves until I alone remained, guarding an empty sphere, if indeed even I survived their predations. So I interceded. From me, they learned to stand, to speak, to dream. But try as I might, I could not shift their nature. Thus I learned from them. I learned what it means to rule the unruly. I learned that evil can only be subjugated through cruelty, and that the wild can be tamed if they do not wish it. I now am subjugated to them as much as they are to me. For were I to leave them for but a moment, the devastating storm that birthed them would surely, in some form, return. I fear that my words will be construed as petty condemnation, but I assure you, there is nothing petty about the Fae. Read on and gain wisdom. The craft of responsibility. I establish roles for the Fae, responsibilities, rewarding them with good performance and punishing them for the lack. This is how they will learn, I thought, through structure and duty. Once they see their work has value, they will be all the more devoted to it. For some, this was indeed the case. My counselor, Nimmu, for example, took a role splendidly, and certain members of the council, but proved to be exceptions. Sorry, it's getting back into Scottish, isn't it? I made one an architect. For centuries, she crafted the most glorious structures for her people, gilded pillars and marbled halls. Yet she also crafted devious traps and tombs to ensnare and murder the unwary. I could not stop her. She gloried in it, and even though she created was truly beautiful, so much of it was deadly as well. Or my chef. I first encountered him slaughtering livestock and decorating the streets with their entrails. The kill was not enough for him. He needed the sights, the smells, the tastes. I thought perhaps he would make some of the artistry of cuisine, and indeed he did. But if I am not careful, if even once I accept a plate from his kitchen without asking its origins, I will find myself feasting on intelligent flesh, sometimes even that of my fellow Fae. I know, for it has happened many times. Yummy, yummy. You may think this example is anecdotal, unrepresentative of the whole. Surely you, dear reader, can repress your foulest impulses. I assure you, the opposite is true, for I have a story after story of my beloved Fae children who inhibit their predilections, only to stay out of trouble. Only so long as they believe I am watching. Even good Leywise here does turn his craft into diabolical contracts, tricks, and even murder when he thinks I am not looking. Yes, he laughs even as he writes this, for he knows the truth. The Fae are good people, or can be, but not without one to watch over them and care for them. This has been proven to me many times over centuries and centuries, and never more than with those closest to me, as I will tell you now. James and Nightmares. All of the Fae are violent and chaotic creatures, and I have been sent each one with 10 spears in which they are useful. And to the most powerful were given the most critical burdens to make the best of their abilities, but even more so that I could watch more closely over them. For even among the Fae, dangerous and tumultuous people to begin with, there were those who posed a threat to the great and the storm that abated them.
There is the goddess of dreams, so-called Night Weaver. Hers is a necessary task, for the volatility of the Fae permeates the very dreamscapes. Threatening to leak into the working world, the Night Weaver is adapted to her work, guiding the Fae through pleasure and passion and sorrow. But I can see her true desires as clearly as my own. Her penchant towards fear, taste for the darkness. Her I must watch over constantly, lest her Fae suffer night and day, lest she find joy in the day. And there are others, a council member who would murder the other two if she thought she would get away with it. The mixed child and his mother, one safely subjugated, one who I fear will never be the advisor who plots against me, even now, even knowing such plots are in vain. Given her the chance, any of those would grind their brethren until they heal. These of other Fae must remain closest to me at all times.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed those silly voices. I will continue this reading in the next episode. What a riveting thing to cut to. Thank you so much for watching. Up here, you'll find the playlist for Remnant 2, and up here, you'll find the playlist that I'm making for Remnant from the Ashes, which I'm playing alongside Remnant 2, just to compare them personally. And down here, there's going to be a little icon asking you to subscribe. If you do that, I would really appreciate it. Currently, as I'm recording this session, I have 74 subscribers, and your click actually means something on my channel. So if you do click, please do. Oh, and don't forget to go down into the comments and say thank you, Creepy Jester, for the free magic pen. And I will see you in the next video I make. Goodbye.